Happy St. Patrick's Day and happy day 2 of our time apart. In the midst of grabbing as much as I could before I had to leave my classroom for the next 3 weeks, I completely forgot to grab any St. Patrick's Day books. So I'm hoping that last night's read aloud can kind of count as our green St. Patrick's Day story. Because today I really want to read the Pout-Pout Fish. It's my niece and nephew's favorite book, and I really like the message in the Pout-Pout Fish, and I think a lot of people are familiar with it. So we're going to get right into the Pout-Pout Fish by Deborah Diesen, illustrated by Dan Hanna. So just a reminder, all my kiddos, an author is the person who writes the story. They make the words for the book. And then the illustrator is the person who makes the pictures. So Deborah wrote all the words for Pout-Pout Fish, and Dan did all of these beautiful pictures for the book. And there you can see there's the Pout-Pout Fish. Deep in the water, where the fish hang out, lives a glum, gloomy swimmer with an ever-present pout. Who can make a pout face? There he is. I'm a pout-pout fish with a pout-pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Along comes a clam with a wide winning grin and a pearl of advice for her pal to take in. Hey, Mr. Fish, with your crosstown frown, don't you think it's time to turn it upside down? Says the fish to his friend. Nice thought, Ms. Clam. I hear what you're saying, but it's just the way I am. I'm a pout-pout fish with a pout-pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Along comes a jellyfish. He floats through the ocean, his tentacles all trailing in a gentle locomotion. Hey, Mr. Fish, with your daily scaly scowl, I wish you wouldn't greet us with a grimace and a growl. Says the fish to his friend. Mr. Jelly, I agree. I'd like to be more friendly, but it isn't up to me. I'm a pout-pout fish with a pout-pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Along comes a squid, quite a slender, squiggly sight. She is squirmy, she is squelchy, she is slightly impolite. Hey, Mr. Fish, you kaleidoscope of mope! How about a smile? A little joy, a little hope? Says the fish to his friend. Mrs. Squid, I would try, but I haven't any choice. Take a look and you'll see why. I'm a pout-pout fish with a pout-pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Along comes an octopus with 8 great arms, covered on the underside with tiny sucker charms. Hey, Mr. Fish, let me tell it to you straight. Your hulky-bulky sulking is an unattractive trait, says the fish to his friend.
Mr. 8, my chum, with a mouth like mine, I am destined to be glum. I'm a pout-pout fish with a pout-pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub.
Now along comes a fish in a silent silver shimmer. The gang has never seen before this bright and brilliant swimmer. She approaches Mr. Fish, but instead of saying hey, she plants a kiss upon his pout, and then she swims away. Mr. Fish is most astounded. Mr. Fish is just aghast. He is stone-faced like a statue. Then he blinks and speaks at last.
My friends, says Mr. Fish, I should have known it all along. I thought that I was pouty. But it turns out I was wrong. I'm a kiss-kiss fish with a kiss-kiss face for spreading cheery cheeries all over the place. So I'll smooch, 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 smooch. Smooch.
So what I really like about the Pout-Pout Fish is that Pout-Pout Fish is sad. And we don't really know exactly why he's sad. And he says it's because of how he looks. And his mouth is just a frown, and that's it. He just has to be sad because of the way his mouth looks. And all of his other fishy ocean friends just try to come along and fix him. The clam says, you need to turn your frown upside down. You just need to be happy. And that's kind of what every single person or every single animal does. The jellyfish tells them that we don't like when you greet us with a grimace and a growl. They're using the peanut butter jar. That would make me sad too. But all of the other animals just try to tell Pout-Pout Fish, you just need to be happy. They don't really ask him why he's feeling sad. They don't really ask him anything about him. They just try to tell him, you need to be happy, and you figure it out. So I like that at the end, this fish, we don't really know her name. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't tell Pout-Pout Fish to just, stop being sad and get over it. She tries to do something maybe to help him. Not really expecting anything in return. She gives him a kiss. And that kind of cheers him up. It doesn't fix the fact that he does have these big fish lips, but now he's looking at his big fish lips as something he can use in a good way. And I think that's important because sometimes we are sad and sometimes our friends are sad and we might not know why. And I think it's important to understand, boys and girls, that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to not feel super happy all the time. And sometimes you can fix it, and sometimes you just have to be sad for a little bit, and that's okay. Especially now, if we're not at school and you're sad about that, we can't fix it by just coming to school, but we can try. And so Miss Sketch is making these videos to make you feel like we're still at school and we're still doing things together, and maybe that'll help. But it's okay to be sad. And so I want you to think with your families of things you could do, maybe that would just cheer someone up. It's okay if it doesn't work. We obviously at school don't run around kissing each other, but if a friend is sad, you might be able to give them a high five, tell them something nice, compliment them. Say, I think you're a really nice friend, or yesterday you were such a big helper in math, or I really liked the way that you stood up nice and tall for the pledge this morning. Just something nice for your friends. It's okay if they're sad. We don't want to tell someone that they just need to stop being sad, because they're allowed to feel sad and you're allowed to be sad too. But we can, as good friends, try to cheer each other up and just be kind to one another. So maybe tonight with your families, you can practice being kind. Tell your mom, your brother, your sister something kind, something that maybe cheers them up, or draw them a picture. I know that in our class we have our writing center, and I've seen a lot of friends go over and make each other little cards just to cheer each other up. And I think that's a great thing to do, and you get to practice your writing. I hope everyone's having a good day 2 of our time apart. I will keep making these videos. I'll try to make them early so that we have this nice light and you can see the pictures better. And I'll see you soon. Bye.